Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Aries. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a clearer, more concise picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. Now, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, etc. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best fits with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates, or if parts of the message resonate, then that's awesome. If the reading doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and just leave the rest, guys, okay? So I've actually got collective readings for you all. I give them out daily as part of the collective Christmas countdown. So if you are interested, then they are available on the channel, and they're not to do with any specific zodiac signs or anything like that. It's just whether if the story resonates with you, that type of thing. And just thought it would be nice to do a bit of a bonus for you guys as we're leading up to Christmas. Okay, so interesting. I just looked up at the clock and saw 111, so you could be seeing those numbers. It's quite a highly significant number. So if you're not sure what that means, it might be worthwhile to look it up. Okay, so let's get into this. Sun, moon, rising or Venus sign for Aries. What do they need to know for love for this week? Obviously, these are timeless readings as well as the collective countdown readings. That's also timeless too. It's just depending on the labeling for the week or the day, as it were. Okay. Okay, angels of love and light. What messages? What do Aries need to know? Oh, okay. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign or an air sign or a water sign, okay? Or you have this strongly in your chart. Obviously, I'll go through the signs later on as well. I feel like there is someone around you as of right now who is really wanting to open the lines of communication, but they feel blocked in doing so. And it's to do with their feelings here with the Knight of Cups. They're wanting to express the feelings, but they're not able to do it as of yet. Yeah, Four of Cups in reverse. Someone is wanting to revive a connection. They want to bring it back to life. They may have felt relatively bored in another situation, or potentially they're just feeling they just don't want to be stuck anymore. They don't want there to be a block anymore. So I'm getting this sense that this person wants to revive something. Look at that with the Ace of Pentacles. They want to have a brand new beginning and something more solid, but there could have been a bit of previous heartbreak. Look at that, Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a block here because someone's very much up in their head. They're very stressed and they have a lot of sleepless nights. I'm getting insomnia quite strongly, and anxiety about the idea of communicating. Potentially someone's waiting on some sort of news to do with a legal situation, especially here with the Hierophant coming out. This is Taurus energy specifically. There could be some sort of news on waiting for a legal situation here with the Hierophant of an unwanted commitment that someone's needing to let go of the burden of here with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Somebody's needing to get themselves free from something or from someone that may have been relatively unhealthy, and they've been very stressed about the idea of doing it. Yeah, look at that. Someone's wanting peace in their life with the Five of Swords coming out reverse, but potentially they're still in the crossfire. I'm getting that they're not getting to that peace as of yet. They're like nearly on the way there, and I feel like this person's like trying to make the right actions, and they're having trying to get the right thoughts to get themselves to that place of peace so that they can turn a corner in their life to move themselves forward, potentially out of an unwanted commitment into maybe another commitment of something that could be potentially long term. But this person is having a lot of headaches as of right now and a lot of stress. They've got other people kind of saying what they're ever saying in their ears as of right now. They're just wanting to feel free, but they don't feel free as of right now. So I'm going to put that back. Yeah, look at that with the Seven of Swords. This person's trying to use strategy to move themselves forward. But what I'm also picking up on is that there could have been a lot of sneakiness potentially with someone else that they're dealing with around them that may have caused confusion and headaches on purpose. There could have been some sort of hidden truth, or somebody's waiting on for some sort of document or a contract or some sort of legal situation where they receive communication which is going to make them very happy to then free them up for something else, that they may have felt very ready to leave another situation to have a brand new beginning for a very long time. But it may have taken a long time, you know, to get to where this person wants to get to. But there has been some sort of hidden truths, or maybe even a betrayal. And I feel like there is just like the waiting period of something going to be revealed relatively soon. Look at that, 9 of Wands. So somebody's been very stressed. We saw this card earlier as I was going through the bottom of the deck. Somebody is definitely like in limbo with trying to get themselves more balanced so that they can come to the end of most likely a karmic cycle here with double nines. They're becoming more aware of what it is that they've been going through and why they've been going through it and these particular challenges. And this is getting to this point for this person that they're wanting to, you know, this is the 9 of Wands, and there was the 10 of Wands that we saw at the bottom of the deck of what we don't see, but it came out as reverse. So this person's like just on the edge of getting so close to finishing off what they need to finish off in order to drop the burdens of their life and to eventually feel, you know, more revived. Not completely knackered, I'm getting. Yeah. So that eventually there can be a reunion here, or of a love relationship, with the 2 of Cups. Yeah, where there has most likely been no action and a lot of stagnation and waiting around during separation here. But I feel like once something has completed, then someone's gonna like let go of a certain situation, or let go of certain feelings or thoughts or what have you, which is going to allow them to be able to move on forward, to take the action, the desired action that they want to take, for this sense of inspiration to communicate with someone else after finding out some sort of news. They're definitely making plans here with the 2 of Wands, wanting to make some sort of decisions to move themselves forward, but they're feeling unbalanced in their life as of right now, and they're wanting to gain balance so they can have the leap of faith with a brand new beginning. Look at that. Justice, which is Libra energy, and we've got Aries, which is you. So I feel like this potentially could be you trying to get balance, or waiting on some sort of funds or finances to bring balance in, maybe from a legal court proceedings. That's what I was literally saying earlier. And now we have the Justice card, which is to do with legalities, so that there is a new beginning with the leap of faith here with the Fool. Okay, so I feel like with this kind of King of Swords energy, someone's definitely holding themselves back from having open, clear-cut communication on what they want for a brand new beginning, which will eventually give them the wish fulfillment. So they're holding themselves back from doing that because they're very consumed in another situation with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, even though that they feel all the passion for a particular person or for a particular situation. But yeah, they're feeling relatively unbalanced, so their mind could be a bit all over the place, and maybe their emotions could be in a bit of lack as well, not overly satisfied in a situation. Yeah, look at that. So they definitely feel like they're on pause as of right now, that all these blocks keep on wanting to come out. Somebody just feels like they're blocked from living the life that they want to live, and this is frustrating this person. Really frustrating them because they want to move themselves forward, but I'm just getting the sense of maybe a bit of pent up like anger. There's a block in someone leaving another situation to communicate this particular truth. Look at that with the Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups and upright, and the Death and Rebirth kind of sideways as well. So what I'm picking up on is this person's realizing that their heart's no longer in it in another situation, that they want to live in their true authenticity and speak their truth about what it is that they want in their life, not necessarily just in relation to love, but also in their personal life. This person's really want to transform everything, but whatever they're going through as of right now is really testing their resolve, and it's challenging them and their current identity to really push them to you know, make the changes that they're needing to make, or feel like they're needing to make, by trusting their kind of intuition, as it were. But this person wants to be on the same wavelength of you and speak to you and say that they've left something else, or potentially they want to tell you. The other thing I'm getting is that the reason your connection didn't move on forward before, or you didn't have the reconciliation, is because this person was fearful and resistant to change. And that's why they abandoned the connection, and they most likely ghosted you because they didn't know how to deal with the feelings that they had for you. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. This person most likely self-sabotaged the connection with you because they thought that predominantly you would leave before them, even if there was, that's why they left first. They left. So that's the other thing as well. And then potentially they see you here as single, with the Nine of Pentacles, just kind of working on yourself. Yeah. And kind of turning your back on this person who didn't put in the effort before, and it wasn't going anywhere with the connection. Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of blocks. This person just feels blocked in every way. But potentially they feel very unhopeful. They do. They feel like they feel blocked. But they're wanting to manifest you back into their life here with the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles. And potentially they see that you're working hard on yourself, bringing in the life of your dreams, while this other person's having to go through what they're needing to go through because of the illusions that there may have been in the past, and tricky energy with the Ten of Swords being in reversed. I'll take one more and then I'll go and use to clarify. They definitely want to communicate here with the Knight of Wands though. What's going on for Aries? But also I feel like this person left away from the connection and ghosted you because they also had commitment issues, and they had a bit of a wandering eye. They kind of were used to having a load of other options. Yeah, so that's why your connection didn't move on forward here with the Eight of Wands in reverse, because potentially there may have been a lot of other third parties in the way that this person may have been speaking to. I'm getting online here with the Page of Swords. Online dating is wanting to come through. Oh, okay, well a load of cards just fell on the floor, but they're not upright so I can't see them. Yeah, this person had a lot of passion for you, and but with talking about the other kind of connections online, yeah, it was to do with lust and what have you. But there wasn't clear communication. Somebody wasn't authentic in speaking what it is that they wanted. I'm getting, yeah, look at that. Emperor in reverse. I was getting, not con man, but I'm getting kind of like somebody who's kind of knows how to manipulate. Somebody's very good with their words. Yeah, someone is definitely trying to end a very painful cycle in their life, and they're having the enlightenment that they need to close off another cycle and become free and self-sufficient from maybe a long-term connection or a commitment that they may have invested in long-term, but it kind of repressed their personal power and they didn't necessarily get to where they were getting to in their life. There could have even been a bit of power play or power struggles, or someone was quite controlling. I'm getting possessive. Somebody may have had control issues, jealousy issues. Somebody is really reflecting on themselves, that potentially they could be the ones carrying their own burden, like they're the ones that they self-sabotaged a connection. They could be this like enlightenment, that actually this truth, the reason they're blocked and haven't gone back to someone else is because They may have been stuck in the past and not willing to see the truth, that they weren't willing to change, that they were stubborn, I'm getting, and they just made their life more difficult, potentially by putting obstacles and blocks in their own way. So they could have been quite easily pointing the finger at everyone else, saying, you know, you've done this to me, you've done this, you're the one that's causing this extra drama and blame. But then obviously it takes two people to tango, so it's kind of like, you know, there's always the other side of the story with whatever is going on with the other person as well. And also this kind of sense of internal blocks, but also external blocks. So potentially this person may have just had this recognition of like, oh, everybody on the outside is the ones that are blocking me, it's got nothing to do with me. But actually it's got a lot to do with what's going on in the internal for this person as well. And I'm getting the sense that because of this Emperor being in reverse, this could potentially be you or your person if they are an Aries, or you're dealing with a fellow Aries. What I'm getting drawn to here is that we have this tree here and like this kind of plant and all of these kind of seeds with these kind of pentacles. They look like, to me, I know it's going to sound thingy, but they look like chakras to me. And because they're all like mismatched, they're all in like different places, so they're not aligned, as it were, for this, in order for it to grow. Like there's just something that's not right. So it's has the capacity to grow and the potential to grow and to be uplifted, and for this person to transform into the person who they're kind of meant to be, but they're not there as of yet because they've got misalignment within them in their own internal being, as it were, that they're needing to get aligned so that they can move themselves forward. And then when they identify that the blocks, the burdens, the enlightenment, the blocks and the burdens can actually be rectified, can be fixed, as it were, just by focusing on themselves and sorting out a few of these issues and feeling more grounded and stable, that's when this person's going to transform. That's when they're going to transform. And let go of all the internal struggle that they've been carrying. Look at that, because the Five of Wands upright is to do with drama, it's to do with stress, it's to do with internal conflict. But this person has been carrying the burden of all the internal conflict, and once they let go of that, then they'll have less to carry, and then they'll feel more grounded and more secure within themselves. But what I'm getting is that this person, they're feeling very riskless and withdrawn away from you and relatively detached, even though they don't want to be. They want to actually fight for the connection and defend your connection, but you could be living at a distance from this person, and that could be something that's really quite stressful for them, but potentially for you as well. But I'm feeling more one person feeling overly stressed than the other, as it were. But somebody is realizing that the lessons were there for a reason, that everything, the challenges were there for a reason, to test someone's resolve, to test someone's resilience, to challenge them, to get them to transform, to move, to acknowledge what was going on in the internal, to then try to get that reflect, whatever is going on in the internal is reflected on the external. So it's kind of like this person is maybe changing the dynamic of, rather pointing the finger and blaming everyone else, they're looking at themselves. And I feel like the connection between the two of you and the communication will eventually come in. But as we can see, like with anything to do with emotions, you know, there are blocks. There are blocks. Even though as much as this person wants to revive the connection, there are blocks. And I feel like it's not really anything to do with you, and it's most likely to do with this other person. So until they resolve whatever they need to do, you know, it's not really a reflection on you, it's a reflection on them. So it's kind of like staying away, as it were. So let's look into this Hierophant. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite tiles to clarify. Why is the Hierophant here, please, for Aries? don't get me wrong, this person would like to have something more concrete with you, and they recognise that there is, you know, a solid connection between the two of you, and that you could most likely transform your lives together. But this person needs to transform their lives separately before you're able to transform your lives together, if you kind of get, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Why is the Hierophant here, please? For Aries, why is the Hierophant here? Look, I literally couldn't have... Look, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's no movement for this person. There is a block. Because they want the reunion and they want the Ten of Cups here. They want celebrations and success in their life, and most likely something long term, and they want to be able to celebrate. But I feel like they're waiting on some sort of finances so that they eventually can get themselves out of a rut to then move on forward, to have the reconciliation and the love and the emotional fulfillment with you. But also, this person is definitely waiting on something financial before that they can have the victory that they're looking for in their just in their own emotional fulfillment, but also with you. Look at that with the Tower. There's going to be major chaos coming in at some point, or it's already happened, whereby I'm getting divine intervention is going to come into play, and whatever block that there has been with getting out of a commitment, that will soon be over. And this person will be able to leave and move on to calmer waters. Beautiful, with the Six of Swords. It's literally what I just said and then pulled the card. Yeah, this person wants closure from an old situation that they felt stuck in, and they're ready to move on and transform their life here with the Death card. And then the Six of Cups in reverse though. So they were in something before, that they had something long term, but they were there for stability and security reasons, and now they want to move on from that and they want to transform their life. It may cause them a bit of imbalance here with the Temperance in reverse, but the imbalance is necessary for this person to then become more balanced within. So the external is going to be crazy, so that this person realizes that they have to be kind of jolted into place to be where they feel like they're meant to be at the right time, so that they can rebalance everything, and they'll soon eventually find out this particular truth that they needed to end the old situation with the Ten of Swords and move on forward with the world, with the eventual hope and clarity here with the World, the Star and the Chariot. When they're feeling more balanced, this is to do with balance here with the Chariot, they'll eventually have the determination to move themselves forward for the reconciliation and healing, because they'll feel more balanced in their outer world, but also in their inner world. And when this person feels more balanced in their outer world and their inner world, that is when they're going to come forward towards you with the reunion. But until that necessarily takes place, there may be a block or not very much movement happening forward. Okay, they're going to feel restricted here with the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, until they let go of what they need to let go of here with the Four of Pentacles. Most likely a baby mama or a baby daddy here with the Empress being in reverse. Emperor and Empress on the table. Yeah, because of breadcrumbing and imbalanced relationship. With a load of drama with the Five of Wands. You know, I was saying earlier, this person's had a lot of internal conflict and stress. And look, victim mentality here with the Hangman being in reverse, pointing the finger, blame. And then judged on their actions here with Judgment. So that they can gain their stability. They're trying to gain their stability. They're going to turn their back on an unhealthy relationship though. They will eventually be open to telling you what's been going on. I'll take one more for this Hierophant. But they've really, their beliefs have been blocking them as well. Because the Hierophant is to do with education, it's to do with tradition, it's to do with conforming, it's to do with all of that. So, and to do with religion and also spirituality as well. So there could have been something, particular beliefs. So this person's feeling blocked because of the particular beliefs that they may have had about being in another situation or staying in another situation. But justice is going to come in with Libra energy to eventually balance things out. And look, double balance, and there's the truth. There's the truth. And any injustice that there was in the past is going to be let go of, so that a reunion can take place with the Hierophant being in reverse. So the unwanted commitment is going to be left. With the World coming out, beautiful. Victory and success with a brand new cycle coming into play. And the sunshine. I'm getting that song, You're My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. So you could be dealing with a Leo, an Aquarius, a Taurus or a Scorpio. So someone's realising that they need to let go of certain blocks. And when they do this, look at the amount of happiness and joy that there is. I mean, of what you don't see. But there has been someone in the background trying to hold someone else back with a particular breakup, so they feel stuck and at a crossroads of whether they choose to go towards their happiness, which is potentially with someone else, or even for them own selves, like rather than staying in something else long term that they feel like they may have been obligated to stay in. Yeah, the World card, beautiful. But somebody has really kind of lacked the faith that they would be able to move themselves forward for quite some time. Why is judgment hit? What's this block in judgment? Yeah, definitely somebody feels like they've had a block in judgment. Why is judgment here for Aries? Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody's feeling dissatisfied because they can't have a reunion and they're trapped in their head. Judgment, please, for Aries. Do they need to know? Yeah, they want to let go of the drama here with the Five of Swords. And they're having to set boundaries in order to do that with the Queen of Swords. I felt like that was kind of my fault. What's going on with judgment here? Yeah, they're getting, the reason they're blocked, that's so blocked, they're blocked because from anything working out or for things not working out in their favour until they have this acknowledgement of truth, potentially they feel quite isolated as of right now, like they're doing all this work or they feel like they haven't got the support, but they need to support themselves. So that's the only way they're going to be able to move on forward here with the Fool, by investing the time and energy and resources into themselves, which then in turn will allow them to eventually gather up the faith that, you know, things will work out. But they don't feel like they've got any support as of right now. See all these cards wanting to come out sideways. This person's got a bit of hope. They do have hope. They're feeling relatively depressed as of right now, but they've got hope. But they still know that they've got some sort of issues that they need to resolve here with the Six of Swords. That's the truth. Yeah. So a reunion is postponed with the Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody's having a tough time. Oh, look at that. That's so random. I didn't even see that. But that wanted to show itself. The Moon, Pisces energy. Oh, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of complications, mysteries and illusions to do with the connection and a lot of heartache or pain. Why is Death here, please? Somebody's wanting healing and stability and they want to have a reconciliation. But there could be a little bit of ounce of ego kind of in the way as of right now that could be blocking oneself. Because obviously we have our ego, which is our kind of 3D version of ourselves, and then we have our higher self, which obviously our ego self is kind of there to protect us rather than necessarily do anything much else. And people get trapped in their ego. So, why is death here? Woo. Yep. Somebody is just wanting peace in their life with the Five of Wands, is what I was saying. And they want to move on forward confidently with the Knight of Wands, but their life is up in the air, so they don't feel like they can because they've been hurt from previous situations. Somebody wants to find common ground with someone else. What else is here? Yeah, they're feeling ungrounded. Look at that with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Death and rebirth. Why is this here for Aries, please? Get some solid cards now, thank you. Page of Swords. Yeah, there's a block in communication, but also this person could be keeping an eye on you, but either that or it's about being patient, that the drama will eventually subside, the transformation will happen. But other people may be trying to pull you into petty arguments as of right now, so someone's having to use their discernment and let go of the negativity, and I'm getting let go of the garbage. That sounds very harsh, but somebody's really feeling kind of like they're just wanting to get rid of everything that doesn't suit them, that doesn't fit them, that doesn't feel right, somebody's really had enough. And look, that's another thing. Look at that. Page of Swords. I just realised that in the Page of Swords. Somebody is waiting on some sort of information so that eventually they can transform their life, which will then eventually give them that internal peace of mind. Yeah. Strength card. Leo energy. Somebody just definitely feels a bit trapped. Like they can't do anything as of yet, like they can't come forward. They've got certain fears holding them back, yeah, about a reunion, on whether a reunion's going to take place. That if they were to make the sacrifices and change things, will it actually genuinely happen? And somebody's feeling a bit scared that they're not going to move forward in the way that they want to. But they will be able to. Look at that with the Chariot as confirmation. This is just kind of somebody else's fears, that once they get balance on the inside and the outside, or when they get balance on the inside, then their outside's going to match up, and then they're going to feel enlightened that the sacrifices that they made previously and the waiting and being patient, you know, will put them in good stead so that eventually they can travel forwards. Why is the Emperor here? The Emperor, so making plans. Somebody's making plans to let go of what doesn't serve them, of the breadcrumbing with the Empress in reverse. Absolutely, because it's a burden on their life. I'm getting bane of my life. Somebody feels like somebody else is the bane of their life. Yeah. That they had a long-term investment here with. And they've been reflecting on the relationship. Is it worth keeping for the sake of stability? Even though the communication is poor. And there's probably, you know, yeah, lust here with the Ace of Wands. And we felt ungrounded. And there wasn't truth being told. And there was kind of manipulation at play. Somebody's realising that they didn't want to feel stuck. They want to move on out of what they were dealing with the Hermit being in reverse. Yeah, and get out of break up with a person, break up with someone that they had avoided doing for a very long time here with the Tower, and it kept them unbalanced financially. And then they've been reflecting on the whole situation and been like, well, was it worth it? Was it worth it? take one more for this Emperor. There we go. Was it worth it? And then the Devil card has come in. Capricorn energy. Yeah. See, whoever this other person was, whoever they were dealing with, was having victory and success, because the fact is that they weren't putting effort into a connection, but they were still able to keep it anyway and be financially codependent on someone else, even though that they didn't really want to be there either, and there was no movement in a connection. They were getting their wishes fulfilled because they got their stability. Because they got what they wanted out of it, even though they didn't have to lift a finger, I'm getting. They didn't have to do very much. Right, let's look into these romance angels and find out what's going on with this lot here. Okay, so we have Gemini on the table, we have Virgo as well, on top of those other cards that I was saying earlier. What's going on here? The romance angels for Aries, please. Oh, gosh, that came out. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So maybe somebody was using children as a part, and somebody's recognised this as a red flag. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So financial issues could have been a factor, but maybe they soon won't be. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Potentially either your person's not very used to asking for help. They may be quite a proud person. And it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, well, there's too many cards there. I'm not going to take all that. Love yourself first and free yourself. So someone's needing to free themselves so that they feel like, yeah, they're getting something. They're freeing them. I can't do my words. Oh God, I don't know what's going on here, guys. My words just went everywhere. But what I'm trying to say is, let's just scrap that, whatever I was saying. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So somebody is wanting forgiveness. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Maybe the ex or the karmic partner has been asking for forgiveness, and say, look, we can just learn from the situation. But what we don't see is your person's going to release the ex. They're going to release them. But potentially your person may come forward towards you, and they're getting their friends to help them to have a reunion with you once these other things are sorted out, so that you can forgive them if they had carried any toxic traits in the past. But then, you know, like I said earlier, it takes two to tango, so it's all kind of all different on your situation, as it were. And then I just broke up the deck and got release your ex and then true love. So somebody's releasing their ex in order to have true love with someone, to express their love. Look at that. Express their love. Wow. Okay. Anyway, guys, the cards are just all over the place. So, right. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading, and I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. I hope that you have a very good week, and we'll speak to you again soon. So please take care. Thank you. Bye for now.